My name is Mike.
And my name is Pete.
We're two good-looking nerds. We're both say it at the same time, so you won't.
Comic books, the movies, modern video games, old video games, and professional wrestling or sports entertainment.
Okay, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen.
That's
this
right.
is the...
After an extended delay.
After extended delay for some kids that were in school, but, out of school. But this is two good-looking nerds. I'm Mike.
And I'm Pete.
Yeah, this is Pete. And we're back to talk about the stuff that includes, comic books, movies, video games, but mainly wrestling.
That's right.
That's what we love.
The thing that we hold near and dear to our hearts.
That's wrestling, baby.
That's right.
Without further ado, because we got a lot to talk about because it's been a long time, let's start with the first major topic. Way back in June, Dusty Rhodes passed away.
Yeah.
How did that make you feel?
Man, when you say it way back in June and it's the end of September.
Yeah.
I kind of feel bad that we didn't get to this sooner, but
yeah.
I mean, it made me create a character and use the bionic elbow as a finishing move.
Mm-hmm.
So, actually, I just did that recently in the WWE 2K15. But, no, it's sad. I mean, I love Dusty Rhodes, of course, classic. I wish they'd give Stardust something.
Yeah.
I mean, just out of respect. I mean, he's always been great, the polka dots and everything.
Yeah, I love Dusty. I first, obviously I didn't see Dusty wrestle because it was past my time, but I first ran into Dusty WCW when, he was doing promos and being a manager for a lot of the guys up and coming.
Always a manager, announcing. He did everything. He was everywhere. Booking the matches.
Yeah, booking the matches.
The
Very
old
smart
Dusty
wrestling
finish.
mind. Yeah, exactly.
Which, since his passing, the WWE has used in just about every main event.
Go figure.
Yep.
But respect to Dusty. It's you can just hear because I listen to a lot of podcasts just from Paul Heyman. He loves Dusty Rhodes, man. He was just a big influence on the industry.
He was great. All the respect he got. It was good.
Great Hall of Famer and much respect to him.
That's right. And it was a sad summer for wrestling fans too.
Yeah.
With Roddy Piper.
Yeah, that's another one. We haven't addressed him, and he passed away. I believe July 29th. I believe passed away in his home.
And right before that too, he was getting a lot of press in mainstream stuff because he had that thing with Stone Cold.
Right.
And the podcast won, and and then a few weeks later, just sad, man. It's just another tragedy.
At least he got to defend. It's funny, in one of his interviews I saw before he passed away, he mentioned about Hogan, and he said, Hogan went through a tough time, which we'll get to Hogan in a minute, but, he got, him and Hogan were cool, I guess, and, Piper's a certified Hall of Famer. I loved him in WCW, loved him in They Live.
Yeah.
I'm here to, what's that phrase he says? I'm here to chew bubblegum, kick ass, or whatever it was.
And I'm all out of bubblegum.
I'm all out of bubblegum. Love it. Classic.
Yeah. And the Hulk Hogan controversy, too.
Sad, man. Me being a black man is tough because I have a Hulk Hogan shirt, and I can't even wear it anymore. And
you can still wear it.
I can still wear it. I would have to explain myself, but,
I could have to... I think everybody says stuff in the heat of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, whether you're intoxicated, under an influence of another drug, maybe you get ranting and raving. Everybody says stupid things. You shouldn't always have it shoved back in your face.
And like Piper said, he was going through a tough time of his son, his daughter.
Yeah.
He was going to divorce, sex tape, sadly.
Yeah, that's just gross, but whatever.
Yeah, just gross. But you know what? My issue is with the WWE and how, I guess they had to cut ties, but you can't erase the man from history like Chris Benoit.
If you think about if I thought about it from a business person's perspective, Tough Enough was airing on USA, horrible ratings.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan was supposed to be the anchor of the show. Maybe they should have let him address it and apologize live on TV.
Oh, man.
To do something to get the ratings and get some buzz with Tough Enough.
That would have been an Eric Bischoff type move.
That would have been a Bischoff move. Maybe, man. Maybe. That would have been it. Capitalize on the moment.
Yeah, exactly. Controversy creates cash.
I'm not saying ride out to the ring in a motorcycle, but...
Jesus. That would have been a Bischoff move.
But, just let him, explain it live on TV so he could have got some credibility back. as opposed to the WWE, which you cut ties immediately and pretend like a man who's been around for 30 years never existed.
Put wrestling on the map.
Yeah,
We wouldn't have wrestling today without him.
Yeah, I mean, it was just... I think it was bad part on WWE, but stupid on Hogan. But
right.
Hey, get over it, man. A lot of people have done a lot of dumb things.
Hopefully he's able to recover and...
He'll be back. I heard he just got some endorsement on some gambling website.
Yeah, I heard about that too,
so,
yeah.
You know, good for him.
Yeah, good for him.
I actually went to the website to see it, so he did his job.
Right.
That's right. I clicked the link. They got me.
He got you.
You gotta pay sucker for marketing.
You gotta pay the bills, man. Hogan has to still pay the bills. You know, that divorce, he lost a lot of money.
Yeah.
So, but yeah,
professional wrestlers were never known for managing their money well. So.
Yes. Poor Hogan.
Yep. And then another summer controversy is Jimmy Superfly Snucka murdering his wife in a hotel room.
I know. Back in the 80s.
Yeah, back in the 80s. Nearly after 30 years, they're reopening it.
I know. WWE hasn't really... I mean, I know they made a press release and a statement, whatever, but they haven't really, like...
Yeah. So
cut ties, like...
Right.
You know, like with Hogan.
Yeah, I mean, if he's convicted of it, I sense the cut ties. Of course, they're gonna Benoit him. And I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on the subject, but
yeah, especially the Benoit subject or Snuka.
Well, the Snuka thing, because it was like 30 years ago, and I
mean, yeah, Snuka is another one of those guys. Like, you know, I didn't see wrestle, but I saw him in WCW. I knew who he was. Everybody knows Jimmy.
Yeah, Superfly.
Yeah, so it's like
a crossbody. There you go.
You know, he was just the man, but it's a touchy subject. Hopefully, it all works out where he's not guilty.
Yeah, hopefully he didn't murder her.
Yeah, I hope not. Jeez.
Are we gonna jump off wrestling and talk about this piece of shit real fast?
We just literally watched Fantastic Four. We have to address it as nerds.
Yeah, I'm gonna go as easy as I can without getting too heated watching this movie.
This is not gonna happen.
I didn't. I didn't see it in the movie theaters. Okay, but reasons unknown. Probably because nobody would go with me, or whenever.
That's not true. I'll go with
Well, I mean, you know, our times never matched.
Right,
we never got a time to go see it.
That's true. That's
and
true.
I'm not willing to go see it. If it got good reviews, I probably wanted to go see it by myself. After just watching it in my living room in the comfort of my house, I've learned that it fucking sucked. And I'm really happy that I didn't pay the money to go see that in theaters, because I would have been very, very disappointed. But I mean, with all the controversy with it, you know, the director saying, "Oh, I had a good movie."
Yeah, Josh Trank.
Yeah, watching it, I saw where there were scenes that could have had like just a few more sentences of dialogue, just to make it make sense. But it feels like they just half-assed every scene in the movie, and it never had any impact on anything.
Yeah, I agree. You know, I watched it with you, and you know, some people say the Fantastic Four doesn't matter, but as a comic book person, Fantastic Four does matter.
Yeah.
And it matters to me that they fucked up this
cornerstone of the
movie.
Marvel Universe.
Yeah. First family.
Yeah.
And they fucked up this movie. I guess you could say the first half was halfway decent, but even then, like you said, they cut everything to the point where it doesn't matter.
I mean, the Fantastic Four is just one of those things that when it came out, it was completely original, and it was his own thing. And it was incredible. It was fantastic. It was amazing.
Right, exactly.
Right? I mean, it was so good at its time with the Skrulls and everything. And that movie just... None of the movies have done any of it justice. It's like watching X3 over and over. It's just bad.
Yeah. And they had a brilliant cast. I mean, like a talented cast, and they messed that up.
And, you know, even with the Ultimate Universe, they could have... I mean, there was so much that they could have done. And at first, the casting got me upset. But thinking about it... And you know, reading the Ultimate Universe and stuff, I was a fan of that Fantastic Four, too. But, man, it was just bad.
Yeah, I would never have thought with a cast like Miles Teller, Michael B. Jordan, Katie Mara.
Yeah.
You know, Toby Kebbell, who played as Dr. Doom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I never thought they would mess that up, and they did. And Dr. Doom, I mean, they just can't get him right.
Yeah, that's bad.
Julian McMahon is still the best Dr. Doom.
Yeah, and that's the guy from Nip Tuck.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Horrible.
But, oh yeah, real quick, what would you give it out of 10 if you had to score it?
Oh, I give it a 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10?
2 out of 10.
I give it about a 3 out of 10. And just real quick, I do want to say that Marvel not supporting it because, you know, obviously Fox owns the movie rights, but Marvel canceled the comic book of Fantastic Four, sadly.
Yeah.
And, I mean, I guess I can see why from a business standpoint. It's just sad to see that to Marvel that, you know, at least the comic book world is like they don't matter anymore.
Yeah, I was reading it. I was reading it on a monthly basis, and I was a fan of the Future Foundation and all that stuff.
The white outfits?
Yeah. I liked
nice.
that.
Yeah.
I liked how they had all the Reed Richards working in the multiverse, you know, all the planet, the coalition of Richards. Yeah, I liked all that stuff. I thought it was really cool.
Yeah.
Man, and then they just... Damn, they fumbled the fucking ball, man. It's just bad. It's okay. Not getting too heated about it. Keeping it to a few minutes. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Because if I start thinking about it, I'll go crazy.
But I will say, just like my beef with Superman, if Captain America can be Captain America, why can't Fantastic Four be Fantastic Four? But, you know, that's neither here nor there.
Okay.
Next topic, just real quick, because I know Arrow and Flash are coming up. I just want to know what's your expectations for both of those shows, considering they mix up each other. You know, what's that? Not cross promotion. What's the term? They guest star. On
yeah. They did all their little.
Are you excited?
Guest spots.
Yeah. Are you pumped?
I'm pumped. I'm a bigger fan of Arrow than I am of Flash.
I used to be.
Oh yeah. I mean the whole Ra's al Ghul, the final fight scene and all that. I mean they did kind of drop the ball in the last few episodes in Arrow. Like I just thought they were trying to do too much.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I thought both the seasons ended well, and I liked it. I'm looking forward to it. I love it. Just gives me something else to watch.
Yeah, I look forward to it too. I'm not sure if you saw the new Arrow trailer, but Diggle has a new costume now.
Yeah, I saw the costume.
What do you think? I need to hear.
You know, like
the Guardian. Is that what they try to do? Guardian from DC with the shield. And
it does kind of look like that. Yeah. But I would have to go with just like every comic book on TV, like any of it. It takes me a while to get acclimated to the costume.
Right. Yeah.
At first, I'm always reserved about it. I felt
the same way about the Flash costume.
Yeah, like I won't say I like it or I don't like it. You know, I'll learn to like it. So I can learn to like Diggle's thing. That ain't bad.
I may be more excited for the.
If I could grow to love 3 different canaries, I can.
Yeah, that's right. I was gonna say I'm more excited probably for that. What's that show? Not Guardians of the Universe, but
The Legends of Tomorrow.
Yeah,
with
with all
DC's Future Legends or something.
With Heat Wave and of course Captain Cold. They're playing somewhat good guys, which I kind of like.
Yeah, well, I mean, the little vigilante good guy.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. So
Adam will keep him in line and stuff. And good job, Brandon Rock.
Yeah, good job. Yeah, Superman Returns.
That's right.
Right.
You got a TV show. You got a steady income coming. Good job, man. Way to rebound after 10 years. Good.
He was in what's that movie with
Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, Scott Pilgrim. That's right. You knew it. You
Scott Pilgrim was great.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
I love that soundtrack too. That was good.
What a nerd. That's right. He was in that. But I do want to say another thing about the costumes because I saw Hawkman and Hawkwoman's costumes. Look decent for TV, but you know what can I expect? You know?
I mean, just think back to Smallville when they had their version of
Green Arrow.
Green Arrow,
Aquaman.
Yeah,
Cyborg. Yeah, good point.
Yeah, so just think CW, TV. Just take it for what it is. Hopefully, if it's well written, it could be good.
Right.
And you can, they're not Marvel. DC can be well written.
Right. Exactly.
Marvel has too many cliches and shit.
All right,
fucking Disney. Whatever.
Next topic, is Raw, because Monday Night Raw, and I know this past Monday night.
Thank God Monday Night Football.
Yeah, I was gonna say the premiere of Monday Night Football with the Falcons versus the Eagles and 49ers versus.
Okay, so we could talk about the season premiere of Monday Night Raw.
Yeah, ups and downs, man. I mean, from what you saw, which was probably about 30 minutes of it.
Well, I mean, I would say 30 minutes would be pushing it. I would give me a good 18 minutes. I started Raw. Authority comes down. Okay.
As usual.
I could deal with that. They'll come out. They'll do their promo. Welcome to the season premiere. I hate how they fucking say season premiere. I hate how they talk. That's okay.
It doesn't make sense. It comes on every Monday night for the last 20 years.
But Monday Night Football starts. Oh, season
premiere.
Like, that's really going to get more ratings. You know what could help them with ratings? Sting versus somebody other than the fucking Big Show. Because that's how it started. I was excited for it. Sting, his first Monday Night Raw match. I knew that they were going to have interference. I knew they wouldn't have the match itself.
Right.
But, like, you know, put him up against, like... Shoot, I don't know. What's a good upper mid-card guy? Cesaro, or, you know, someone who could work with him and make him look good with his age and everything. But they put him in there with the fucking Big Show.
Now, I remember we talked about this earlier. Remember, I was optimistic because I was like, oh, they worked with each other in WCW. You know, it was like 20 years ago.
Well, I mean, thank you, Michael Cole and JBL for making the reference. But
yeah, I remember I texted you.
I didn't think that they were going to do that.
Yeah, I was like, come on, these guys faced each other before. I'm glad they mentioned it.
And it's so rare for them to mention wrestling history.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, 2 hours later, they do the Bella match. And then, you know, they did the, what's called Twin Magic or Twin Twat, whatever that thing's called, where they switch each other out. And then they switch each other out. And then she gets pinned. And then Stephanie walks down.
Yeah.
When, like, 2 months ago, like, you know, the same...
They did the same with Ambrose.
I just couldn't stand it, man. I hate how they do that.
I will say that I thought it was smart for them to... Because you mentioned that was going to be interference in the main event, but in order to, you know, protect Sting, they made a tag match. Usually I would get mad, but that situation I appreciate it.
Yeah, you know, a tag match or a worker who can get him over by doing most of the work.
Right, and Cena sold it, you know, what he had to do, and he let Sting get the finish with the Scorpion Death Drop.
The Death Drop on Rollins. Awesome.
Awesome. Way to sell it, Rollins.
That's right,
way to go.
You know, he's not getting up there with the splash.
I told you, the airtime is gone.
He needs to get up there.
Yeah,
like,
he needs to get up there.
Like, he's going to fall over the top.
I was wondering why he's wrestling in a shirt, because he looked good at WrestleMania. And,
well, I mean, I imagine, you know, Night of Champions, he wouldn't be wearing it. He'll probably just stick with his little singlet.
Right. But. And I like the Joker... Sting gimmick. Some people don't like it, but
you know, I don't mind it. I like that they're doing something with him. Mm-hmm. But you know, again, it's just WWE and poor booking.
Right.
And you know, I think probably the WWE creative are gonna see they're gonna with the decline in their ratings. You know, Vince has to blame somebody, so he's gonna say, "Oh, Sting's not a big attraction," like you know Triple H makes him out to be. But it's just horrible booking of all Raw. Like it's just. Bad, like it feels like they put no effort into it. It's bad.
Yeah, I was going to ask because it's funny you mentioned that because speaking of the ratings, because I know the ratings have been down. I mean, it's going to go down anyway because of Monday Night Football. But do you think that's just mainly? You think it's mainly booking, or do you think that's mainly like okay, we're tired, or there's no stars? Is that what you think is kind of?
Well, I mean. You know, it could be both, man. Because, you know, the booking makes the stars. A lot of times, if the star has the natural talent, he could get over by himself. But nowadays, when they have talent and they start getting over, you know, with the stupid gimmicks they get, they just crush them. Like, we spoke about it the other day, Damian Sandow.
Oh, yeah.
WrestleMania, he was coming off a big thing with his little stunt double thing with The Miz. Mm-hmm. And then they could have rode that into something. They could have rode that into a pretty good singles push. You know, he was a Money in the Bank holder like a year before, 2 years before. Like, they could have did it. And then he did the Hulkamania thing, or the Macho Man. Yeah, they did the powers.
And then Hogan happened.
Boom, there you go. Just, they had something, and they squashed it. Like Rusev, like they do with everything.
Yeah, speaking of Rusev, let's real quick address that horrible segment they're doing with it. Well, you know, Lana got injured, but that whole angle with Rusev, Lana, Summer Rae, it's just horrible, man.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't know a camera was there when I went into this
the promos they were showing is just embarrassing.
Oh, it's bad. It makes me... When I think back about it, during, like, the Attitude Era and the Aggressive Era, or whatever the hell it was called after that, you know, Ruthless Aggression. You know, when they went through these, they did a lot of stupid storylines. Yeah. Like Kane and the baby and Lita.
Exactly.
And that one big retard guy, I can't even think of his name.
Snisky?
Yeah, Gene Snisky. Yeah, thank you.
Jesus.
You know,
I pulled that out of my ass.
Yeah, that was impressive.
Thank you.
That's right. That was good. So, I mean, they had that crap. But I still wasn't embarrassed to be a wrestler.
Right, yeah, same here.
But now, like, dude, I'm embarrassed by it. Like, SummerSlam season, okay, I could be an Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, John Cena.
Mm-hmm.
As sorry and, like, as mad as I am with Cena always being in the main event, but, always being up there, but it's at least entertaining. But this, like, man, I gotta change the channel, and I've never done that. And I'll change the channel, and I'll watch, like, whatever my wife wants to watch, and I know that that's a bad sign.
Well, it's like you said, they can, and I'm not a fan of Ziggler, but you said they can do better use of Ziggler's time.
Yeah.
And Rusev, definitely.
Because Ziggler, like, they never given him any good gimmicks. And, like, he got over by being a good worker. But now, like, they don't even let him get over by being a good worker.
Yeah.
Now, like, he had no storyline going with anything. He was kissing Sheamus's ass. And then a week later, Lana kisses him.
Yeah, and they destroyed Lana, who was a strong female character, who I thought could be something.
Yeah.
Now I don't know what she is now.
Like, why would her separating from Rusev make her a better independent wrestler? Like, keeping them together, both of them pursuing a belt, could have did a lot for that division.
Remember, at one point, Rusev was undefeated.
Yeah, for a good year. And then he lost to Cena. And then he broke his foot. And then, now he's stuck in a fucking 5-month story with Dolph Ziggler. And now Lana's hurt. She won't be able to wrestle for 4 months. So they'll keep this shit going to WrestleMania.
Sadly. And speaking of which, because I know you mentioned it, and you got to address your issue with Nikki Bella. Because once again, she broke AJ Lee's record, so she's the longest reigning Divas champion in WWE history.
First off, they need to get rid of Divas champion. Because
I feel that same way too.
Yeah.
Women's championship, bring back that prestige.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? A diva. Yeah. La-di-da. They need to book the women like they book the guys. You got a heel and a face, and they need to actually do this stuff. Like, they have no heel moments. What's a heel moment for them? Interrupting a match?
Yeah.
Other than that, what do they do to get heat? What do they do to get cheers? They say Flair 1,000,000 times, and they keep sticking to their cheap pops.
Oh, you mean like Charlotte do it with Flair?
Yeah. That's a good saying.
Yeah,
You're going to do it with Flair. I get it. Okay, you're a girl, cartwheel and crap.
Right, yeah, exactly, yeah.
But, what else do any of them do?
Especially the Bellas, man, because sometimes they go in between. Like, 1 minute they look like their faces, next minute they look like their heels, and it's like confusion. Like, what are you?
They do that in the middle of a match.
Yeah.
They do a move, and then they go to get something to get heat, and then 4 minutes later, they do another move, and then they want praise.
Especially Brie, because she takes a lot of what Dan Bryan did, because they're married. And it's like, okay. Yeah. I mean, just confusion.
Just make them one or the other.
Yeah.
Like, who the hell am I cheering for? But I'm not even cheering to begin with, because it's bad booking.
Go ahead.
Man, the NXT Bayley-Sasha Banks match.
Right, yeah. Great match.
Freaking amazing. Awesome. Then they follow it up with that crap.
Speaking of which, why was Sasha Banks facing Paige again? I think that should be a pay-per-view match, not just some regular Raw match that's been going on 4 or 3 straight Raw.
Well, that's what they do. They do the same match every week for a month.
And Sasha and Paige should be, up at this level.
But they keep them a 4-minute roll-up win.
Yeah.
And that's more time than Stardust gets.
Yeah. Real quick before we get on my voice.
I feel like we're ranting and raving.
Yeah,
my bad. Sorry. I could go forever.
Before we get on Stardust, I just want to say.
I watched 18 minutes of Raw. I could talk about it for 3 hours.
Real quick, did you think that Charlotte was going to beat Nikki Bella that night? Did you think? In your slightest.
Yeah, I did.
You did think?
Yeah.
So did I. I thought Charlotte was
I thought that they were going to do that. I thought that they would do that to make wrestling fans happy.
Right.
Because nobody wants the Bella to break AJ's record. Because AJ's the one, the internet lover.
And they're thinking, like, okay, relation to CM Punk. CM Punk had the longest reign in the modern era.
Right.
AJ Lee.
I would be fine with Seth Rollins beating.
Yeah, I like Seth Rollins. That's fine. But I don't think he should hold on to it this long at this point because it's just his first and
it's his first reign.
Yeah,
let it be for a long time. Why not? Hogan's first reign was 3 years.
You're hitting going to a rant of epic proportions. Oh, and real quick, what's your feelings about you mentioned earlier, Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, because we know him
That's
like
right,
that.
that's right.
What do you think of his promo when he came out talking to Ryback, when Ryback was... Because you saw a little bit of that when Ryback was in the ring, right?
I don't think I did.
You missed that promo?
No. The only thing I saw that even had anything to do with that was the lumberjack match where Kevin Owens interrupted it on SmackDown or some crap.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
What do you do in the promo?
Oh, they just pretty much made it official that he was going after his Intercontinental Championship. Kevin Owens made it official.
Well, that's good. I mean...
Yeah.
They need to put the belt on a worker like him, someone who can put on the matches. I mean, I like Ryback.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I don't like Ryback.
Yeah, remember there was a time period you hated him.
Well,
years ago.
I'm not a, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I like Ryback because he interacts and he gets like the crowd to do stuff. You know.
Feed me more.
Yeah, you know, just simple stuff, simple wrestling things to do. Like, you know. When certain wrestlers, they just do it so well, like everything they do. Like Daniel Bryan. Like, he has so many moves in a match that gets the fans involved.
Right.
And, you know, it's just things like that make them great. You know, Shawn Michaels, Stone Cold, The Rock, of course.
Right.
And, you know, I mean, Ryback has something that he could do. But, you know, Kevin Owens, Kevin Steen, he does it better.
Right. He has a certain style.
He is a good heel. Like, his mannerisms in a match make him a perfect heel. Like, he's probably the only true heel on the fucking roster. I can't think of anybody else who's not a wishy-washy middle guy.
You're right.
You know, what's New Day?
Yeah, I was just about to address them. New Day, because they should be heels, and they're getting so over right now with the crowd, which is cool, and they should be. They're doing great work. Xavier Woods, awesome. Yeah. Biggie, even Kofi Kingston, who I used to hate. Doing a great job, though.
Yeah.
You know?
I didn't... At first, I hated them. I used to do the New Day sucks and all that.
Right,
And now, like, you know, I enjoy them when they come out.
Yeah, they're one of the best acts on Raw.
Really good job by New Day.
I just wonder what route they're going to go with them. How long they're going to be champions? How long are they going to be together? You know, like... Well,
I mean, I think that they're going to use the Dudleys... And I think they're going to beat the Dudleys at Night of Champions. But we'll talk about Night of Champions.
Yeah, right now. Want to talk about right now?
Yeah,
Night
all right.
Champions? Yeah.
All right.
Night of Champions is the next pay-per-view coming up this Sunday, which we will try to watch during football.
I don't know.
I mean...
I'm big into FanDuel and fantasy football.
Maybe Monday morning.
Yeah.
You know.
I might watch it at 11 o'clock at night and jump into my Pocket Universe and...
Damn it, I wish I could get in. I want to get in the Pocket Universe.
It takes years of marriage and children to truly utilize your time correctly.
So jealous. But I give you props, though.
You're welcome.
But yeah, let's start real quick with the first match, the pre-show, because I know you wanted to mention Stardust, and the pre-show match is Stardust and the Ascension versus the Lucha Dragons and Neville.
We talked about it all summer. I was against Stardust.
I am for Stardust.
Yes. So you and I battled on that because
Right.
I thought with the passing of Dusty Rhodes, you know, Cody should have came back. Okay, that's what I was saying. But now that Stardust has the Ascension with him, I feel like, and you know, the more Joker type turn he's been taking, especially with the arrow and his promos.
Yeah.
You know, the Galactic Wasteland. When I heard that, I thought that was great. I thought like they could do something with that. And especially because I love the Ascension. I love anybody who comes up through NXT.
Yeah.
You know, I just want them to be given their props. And now, hopefully, they could, like, do some type of darker theme for them.
Yeah, I figured they would be like, because I mentioned that before, the Joker or the Riddler from the Batman, you know, like, they could be his goons, and, you know, he can use them to...
Yeah, exactly, you know, there's little goonies, like, go get them, and blah, blah,
kind of
blah.
like how Bray Wyatt's doing with...
yeah, exactly.
You know, those guys.
Perfect. Braun Strowman.
Yeah. So
it would have been great. I would be absolutely fine if Night of Champions tag match that the Ascension and fucking Stardust come down and interrupt just to start something.
They should if they even win against the Lucha Dragons and Neville, because you know they like Neville. That he does, and they should. He's great.
They should,
you know,
because they could do a lot with Neville. They could do a lot with a lot of these guys if they bring back, you know, the European or the Cruiserweight belt. And why not just separate the 3-hour Raw into focusing like half an hour on this belt, half an hour on this belt, And you could do so much more storylines that way.
Absolutely.
But again, I mean, because they're running out of things that they could just fight over. You know what I mean? So just give them a belt and give them something else. It opens up so many stories. Like King of the Ring, what they did with King Barrett, who's already off TV.
Yeah, they're probably gonna rewrite his character.
Yeah, they could have did something else. There's just so much that they could do, and they just drop the ball because they don't focus on the right thing.
Well, let's have some hope, I guess, that something happens good that Sunday night.
Yeah, maybe the Hardy Boys come back Sunday night, Night of Champions.
I don't know. I think Jeff is still under contract with
TNA?
TNA still.
Does TNA have contracts? All I know is last night was their very last airing on Destination America. So now they just have international copyright where they have to film some stuff and send it overseas, but they're done.
I don't know the technicalities of it, but hopefully we'll see you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Next match, just real quick, will be Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman versus Roman Reigns, Dean Ambrose, and a mystery partner.
A mystery partner.
You do not look excited at all. You like majority of these guys in this match.
Yeah.
Especially, remember at one point in time you did not like Roman Reigns, but now you do. But
yeah, well, I'm slowly getting on the Roman Reigns. I like Roman Reigns now because they're keeping him out of the title picture.
Right, which they should.
Yeah. No, their mystery partner, they just had this match. Why not? I don't know.
Well, I thought it was going to be Randy Orton, but he's going on vacay.
Well, thank God it's not Randy Orton.
Yeah,
because I wanted to be somebody that,
Could be some, NXT person. Who knows? It could
or
be.
Or Eric Rowan or...
I've been hearing rumors of Samoa Joe.
Oh, man, that'd be pretty badass if it was Samoa Joe.
So who do you think's going to win that match between Bray Wyatt, Luke Harper, and Braun Strowman?
I hope Bray Wyatt wins.
About time he needs a win, man.
Yeah, I mean, when does he win? Never. He only wrestles pay-per-views, and he loses 90% of the time.
Which is pretty bad, man. He's supposed to be like a major heel, right? It seems like he has a thing going with bringing the Wyatt family back, and actually having a group. And...
That's good. See, I'm a fan of factions.
Yeah,
I always feel like there needs to be a faction.
Yeah, they get Rowan back, even more. I want it to be like the Flock in WCW. I want it to be like, a bunch of people.
Yeah, I love stables. I mean, I don't want that to get out of control.
Yeah, I don't want NWO.
Keep it like 4 or 5. Bring the girl in. They're talking about bringing in Sister Abigail.
Yeah.
How cool would that be? I think that'd be good.
Be smart with what you have. You have something good, damn it.
Yeah.
And
it's good that he's so early in his career too, and he has that entrance that already has that little mystique to it, which is good.
What about Ambrose? Do you want that heel turn now, or you think you should wait later?
I was reading something where they were talking about Reigns doing a heel turn.
I always thought Reigns should have turned heel after WrestleMania.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would prefer Ambrose to go heel because
he would excel in it.
Yeah, because I love heels and I like Ambrose, and I think that he would be better than Roman Reigns.
Oh yeah, he would be, but he can talk.
If either of them go heel during the match, I'm fine with that.
Cool. All right, next match you alluded to it earlier with the WWE Tag Team Championship is on the line. New Day versus the Dudleys. You think New Day is going to win this?
Yeah. New Day is going to win. But I hope they don't have a clean win. Because, it's the Dudleys' first big match back.
Yeah, they got to make them look strong, right?
Yeah, so I can understand. They came out, they demolished week 1, and they've been demolishing ever since and stuff. So, I want them to come out. I want them to lose by DQ or interference. Or I want them to, be put over. They're putting New Day through a table.
Yeah.
Of course. I want that to happen after they get disqualified. I want to run in, I want another tag team. I want something good.
All right, cool. Next match, we talked about this before. Stephanie McMahon stated that we already knew that WWE Divas Championship will be on the line. Nikki Bella versus Charlotte.
Oh, gosh.
But she said that she can lose either way. Of course, DQ count out.
Yeah,
all that mumbo jumbo.
When it's at this point now, it doesn't even matter because it kind of feels like Bella, she already won. She already broke the record, so it doesn't matter if she breaks it by a day or a week or, if they take it now, they put it on Charlotte, I think it has less meaning than it would have if she broke it right before the record.
Yeah, I think so too.
You know, I think it would have been better that way. But I picked Charlotte to win, but I don't really care.
Yeah, neither do I. And once again, I think it should be a women's championship. And it's funny you mentioned that earlier because during that Stone Cold podcast, Paige mentioned it that she wanted to be a women's, but then she sort of like backed off.
Yeah, because she knows Vince would.
Yeah, like slay her head off. You know?
Yeah. Oh, Vince McMahon, I can do no wrong, idiot.
Divas. Anyway, of course, Seth Rollins is defending his championship twice in the night. I'm not sure which match is first. Right now, they're saying that it's gonna be him against John Cena for the United States Championship. So
first. I hope it's first.
Yeah, that's the way it should.
I mean, the heavyweight title should close every event.
Right.
Like the main story should be around the title with a good build to it. I can understand the Taker, Lesnar, because just Taker being there is a special attraction. So I get that, but
plus it would make sense, especially if let's say Rollins loses his match or wins whatever. He's beaten up, and when he faces a 56-year-old Sting.
Yeah. Yeah, of course. It's a lot better than defending your heavyweight title first and then defending your United States later. I hope Cena wins, but I want.
Oh, really? Wow. Look at you.
Cena? Well, I mean, as Rollins, I fucking hate John Cena. Okay, you can't see me shit. All right. But I mean, I want him to win because I look forward to him defending it every Monday night. Mm-hmm. And it sets up another feud.
Right.
Because who's Rollins going to feud with? 2 people? I'm glad that Rollins got both belts, and it wasn't Cena who got both belts.
Oh,
and
definitely.
He got it. He got the credibility for it. It was cool.
Thank you, Jon Stewart.
Yeah, but he got it. He got the credibility for it. Mm-hmm. And so if he loses it, that's fine. But I want Cena to win it.
All right.
Because Cena could put over another star as the champ.
He can.
Will he? I doubt it. But he can.
He's the reason. Some people think he's the reason Nikki Bella still has that championship.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk about the backstage politics of it.
Yeah, that's a vomit worthy, right?
Like, how could he do that? So what a dick.
Next match, Intercontinental Championship.
If the Undertaker could put over the Great Khali, okay?
Here goes a rant.
If the Undertaker could job to the Great Khali, all right, why the fuck can John Cena not do it for somebody?
Well, Undertaker is old school, you know that. Literally, old school mentality.
Yeah, and sometimes you need that old school mentality. Unless John Cena becomes a heel soon, it's going to be horrible. Okay, all right, I'm done. I don't want to get too into it.
Next, WWE Intercontinental Championship, Ryback versus Kevin Owens. I think you mentioned you want Kevin Owens to win, but do you think he will win?
I think he will, and I want him to. But, that feud will go on. And I think it'd be good at having the belt on Kevin Owens. And then
he can elevate it.
Yeah, and what I see happening with Kevin Owens was them what they wanted to do with Daniel Bryan. Like the weekly challenges. Mm-hmm. Like, set up a good storyline. Like, I'm fine with Kevin Owens winning. And then, like, during the rematch, which will probably happen the next night on Raw or something, I'm fine with Kevin Owens winning again by DQ or by being a heel or something like that. Like, in the beginning of his matches, he rolls out and he plays the mind game so good as a heel. Mm-hmm. So great. Like in Tokyo when he threw the flowers.
Yeah, that's right.
That was the best part of the whole entire pay-per-view. It was awesome. It was just...
He's great, man.
It reminds me of old, like, Razor Ramon. Like, I don't give a fuck. Mm-hmm. Like, I'll just do that one little thing. And,
right.
Any wrestler who gets the fans involved, they got my support.
Yeah, Kevin Owens, I hope he wins too. And plus, since Ryback's had the championship, it's kind of gotten stale. And he's gotten injured too.
Yeah, but again, it was due to the booking. Yeah, booking. They booked fucking Big Show. Book him against somebody where you can put on good matches.
And The Miz.
The who? The Miz? The fuck? That guy's still on TV?
Yeah, he had Miz TV again with the...
With the Bellas again?
No, this one, it was with, what's his name? Bray Wyatt and everything. I'm not sure. You kind of missed it. It was pointless. They scared Miz and everything.
I don't think a character like Bray Wyatt should go on something like Miz.
Yeah, it didn't even make sense.
I think it kind of ruins his little mystique.
And...
Again, just poor booking.
All right, and finally, The WWE Championship Heavyweight, WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Do you even call it Heavyweight Championship anymore?
Mm-hmm.
They still do?
Yeah, the
I guess
WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
The reason I questioned it, I was like, oh, well, you know.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, it was the WWE Championship.
Right. I got so confused the last, 15 years. Like,
yeah, you know, and then it merged with the World Heavyweight Championships.
WCW title.
That's right.
Damn it. So who's going to win? Sting?
No, Rollins is going to win.
Oh, you actually think Rollins is going over? You think Sting is going to go 0-2? And
yeah.
Not 0-2.
I think someone's going to interfere.
I think Sting's going to
That someone, I think, is going to be Triple H.
I think Sting is going to win, and then Sheamus cashes in.
Oh, man, I'd be fine with that, too. I'd be good with that.
You don't like Sheamus, though, do you?
I do not like Sheamus. But I tell you, since he came back and he has his new gimmick, I don't like his intro. I don't like how he stands there and screams. But
I like the music, though.
Yeah, I like the music. And I like how he gets the fans involved now, too, as a heel. I think he's, standing up as a heel. But
that's what you should do as a heel.
Yeah.
But you think Seth Rollins is going to win, huh? Interesting.
Well, I mean, I'm fine either way. It doesn't matter how that match ends. If Sting wins, why not, man? That's Sting.
So you think, I think Rollins will be able to put on a good match with Sting, because...
Well, I mean, the Triple H match at WrestleMania was really good.
Yeah.
And Triple H, he's also just one of those workers who can get people over.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he never, puts them over, but he can work them in a match.
RVD. Jeff Hardy.
Yeah.
Edge.
Yeah. The only person who took it from him was Cena.